Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. This is my review for Loki Season 2, Episode 5. Spoiler warning if you haven't seen the episode already, I'm going to be talking about Loki Season 2, Episode 5 in all spoiler details. So if you have not already seen the episode, go watch it and then come back. And yeah, let's just get straight into it. So Loki Episode 5 I thought was terrific. If you have seen my previous coverage of Loki Season 2, I've been really enjoying the show so far. I've thought the first 4 episodes were really good and enjoyable, and it's pretty much on par with Season 1, but this episode, I think, maybe puts it over the top of Season 1. I love Season 1. I think it's so great. It's the second best Disney Plus show in my opinion, second to WandaVision, which I just think is fantastic. But yeah, I think this episode really puts Season 2 above Season 1 for me. You know, I saw some people on Twitter before the episode came out saying that this is going to be a filler episode. Like, Scoopers were saying it's just a filler episode. I have no clue what they were talking about. This episode was amazing. It had such a great emotional angle. And yeah, it could be argued that everything that happened in this episode was redundant because Loki sort of ended up finding a way to solve the problem on his own in the end anyway. But it's not about that. It's about, you know, learning about these people and learning about the characters we're spending time with. I loved seeing all of their individual, their original timelines and their lives. I really did love it. Owen Wilson is so fantastic in this episode. I just got to say, that scene where Mobius and Loki, well, where Loki approaches Mobius at his house, and it's just, it's so amazing. Their dynamic is truly the best thing about this show. It is so amazing, and I loved that part where Mobius was getting nervous and grabbing a spanner, and Loki was like, "I promise you, I'm a friend. I'm here." I don't know. I just love that. I love seeing Loki's desperation because Loki truly never has had a real friend until Mobius, and he's so desperate not to lose that. You know. So wow, man, that stuff was great with Mobius's life, and also it's very interesting. I saw people pointing out on Twitter that Mobius' children are very much reflective of Loki and Thor. How the younger one is like a troublemaker and wants to like start fires, and the other one is responsible of like you know, taking care of him, or you know, watching over him and stuff like that. But I gotta tell you, I don't know which one's older. Is Loki or Thor older? I think Thor's older. I'm not sure, but yeah, that was really interesting to see people point out on Twitter. But yeah, I love seeing everyone's lives. C20, is it? No, B15, not C23, so I was getting mixed up. B15's life as a pediatrician in New York in 2012. I think it was quite interesting that they chose New York in 2012 because that's obviously when the Battle of New York happened. So unless they were going to do something with that, I think it just would have been better for them to choose a different timeline. But yeah, I don't know why they exactly went with 2012, but anyway, regardless, it was a really cute, well-made scene when she was, you know, riding on the cask. Don't let me climb trees. That was that it? Don't let me climb trees or don't climb trees, something like that. I don't know, but that was just really heartwarming. And I also loved, skipping ahead a little bit, when everybody was waiting in OB's warehouse, and Mobius sort of tried to sell an ATV or sell a jet ski to B15 when she was just sitting there reading a magazine. I don't know, I just thought that was such a great little interaction, and that really was great. But yeah, also I gotta tell you, like, although while I appreciate the setup that it was trying to do with Casey stealing the temp pad, which ultimately he didn't do, I thought his branch timeline was sort of, didn't really make much sense, because he does not seem like a thief type of character. He, you know, because all these characters, you can sort of see how they would live these lives, you know. Mobius is very much a salesman type, right? He's very much upsells things and, you know, is great at talking, you know, things like that. And B15 is, you know, she is stern, but she is, you know, like ultimately cares about people, you know, like a doctor. And so yeah, I guess Casey's personality didn't really match his true life, but you know, nonetheless, it was still an interesting way to set up the temp pad ultimately being erased from reality. But OB, his life was really interesting. How he's sort of like the namesake of the title, science fiction. How he's was he a physicist or something, a theoretical physicist at like a university or something, and he's also a science fiction writer. So he sort of blends the worlds of fiction and science together as a person. So that was really cool to see. I'm very curious though as to why his warehouse looks exactly like it does in the TVA. obviously that was done on purpose. I can't imagine they just reused the set and like just thought people wouldn't notice, but that was 100% on purpose. But yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. I wonder if they're going to take that anywhere. But yeah, also something else I loved was when Loki time slipped from Obi's warehouse when they first met and when they first talking about everything, and he goes to talk to Mobius, and then after he gives him the TVA handbook, and then Obi comes in, and then comes to Mobius's house with the Tempad portal, and then Loki says that was fast, and Obi says if you call 19 months fast, yeah, that was very funny. I thought that was really good. But yeah, I gotta tell you, Sylvie was really, really pissing me off this episode. She truly does not care about Loki. Like, I'm sorry, but she doesn't. I mean, she just wants to live her life, which is understandable. But Loki loves her, you know, that much is obvious. And she truly doesn't care. She's telling him, you know, go live your life. I don't care what you do. Just don't do it here. Go, you know, live your life. Choose your own. You choose where you belong. Stuff like that. I was like, wow. And then she only came to him when her timeline was erased, and when he knew that or when she knew that he was right, and that he's, you know, he's onto something, I guess. And what needs to happen is the TVA needs to be saved. Otherwise, all these realities will just dissipate. Which, by the way, the visuals of that were really, really cool. But I got to tell you, the ending was so crazy. It really, really was. It was like Infinity War all over again, with everyone disappearing, and Loki ultimately learning how to time slip, which again makes sort of the plot of the episode redundant, but it still doesn't take away from the emotional aspects. Like that scene where they were in the bar, where Loki and Sylvie were in the bar. I'm gonna be honest, I nearly started, you know, tearing up a little bit when Loki was talking about how he just wants his friends back. I mean, Loki is honestly one of the best characters in the MCU now. He needs to be a main character moving forward. He just needs to. He's honestly one of the last truly compelling characters. Like, he's on the level of like Tony Stark and Captain America in terms of compellingness, you know, how compelling he is. He truly is great. But yeah, that ending was crazy. I got major goosebumps when Loki said something like, I rewrite the story now. It was something along those lines, and then he went to where Victor Timely died. But yeah, next episode is going to be insane. So that's it for my review of Loki episode 5 season 2. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Did you enjoy the episode? Did you not? Let me know. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Turn on post notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.